Richard Wilson's got on his bike and put one foot in the Australian outback.
Not very nice cabbage, Lorraine.
You can see the results from Down Under on Holiday, Tuesday at 7 on BBC One.
A drastic change in lifestyle is forecast for a TV weatherman in the film comedy on BBC Two shortly. Steve Martin and Victoria Tennant star in LA Story.
Think very seriously before you answer. Who would you rather be left by? Your husband or your nanny?
Oh, Ben! I've got someone new to look after me. She's from the north, but she looks quite normal.
They've got their own agenda. All the parents have, I promise you. And we have to keep one step ahead of them.
You make it sound like it's a war.
It is a war.
The season of goodwill has brought out the best in our combined clientele. There are at least 2 likely separations in Holly Lane, I hear. Tears before bedtime, I shouldn't wonder.
Begins next Sunday at 9:40 on BBC One.
A screen adaptation of a classic comic story now on BBC One. Kate Beckinsale, Joanna Lumley, Stephen Fry and Sir Ian McKellen head the all-star cast of Cold Comfort Farm.
Alone in Naples, an English nanny stands accused.
There were 3 fires at the Resigotti villa in 2 weeks, all since you joined the family.
It wasn't me. It's not true.
But with no clear motive.
Tell me everything, not just what you want me to hear.
I fell in love. You understand, don't you?
And no hard evidence.
The only time I've seen a case like this, there was suggestion of paranormal activity.
Of what crime can she possibly be guilty?
You think I'm a witch, don't you?
A story of dangerous obsession. Devil's Advocate, Wednesday at 9:30 on BBC One.
Here at the BBC's Natural History Unit, we've captured the oldest living organisms on Earth. It's taken over 3 years to track their territorial and sometimes predatory behaviour. We've exposed their poisonous characteristics, pried into their sexual habits, witnessed their carnivorous activity. And yet, without these organisms, neither you nor I would exist. There would be no food, no animals, no life on Earth.
The Private Life of Plants with David Attenborough, new on BBC One. Starts Wednesday the 11th of January.
The new issue Radio Times contains an extensive weekly listings guide for all television and major satellite channels and includes previews and features on forthcoming BBC television and radio programmes. A film classic in an hour's time here on BBC One, Audrey Hepburn stars with George Peppard in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Before that, in tonight's Everyman, Harrison Ford tells a true-life adventure story, Mustang, The Hidden Kingdom.
The unmistakable sound of Billy Joel comes to BBC One late tomorrow night. Music from his River of Dreams tour beginning at 1:20.
Saturday night on BBC One. And in Big Break, Virgo's having trouble with his Reds. And red spells danger for young Indy at 6:15 when he's caught up in the Russian Revolution. Then at 7, a famous tan is coming to Crinkley Bottom.
Judith Chalmers Gotcha is coming up on the house party.
After the live draw for the National Lottery at 10 to 8.
There's been some trouble at home.
Worrying times for Matt in Casualty. After the news, there's another chilling tale in Ghosts, when a massage leads to obsession. And with Match of the Day at 10:05, turn on, tune in and enjoy Saturday night on BBC One.
Here's a question. What's the connection between our friend here, a kangaroo leg, and sheep farming in Ireland? The answer is Barbara O'Malley, our resident lady vet. We'll be talking to her on this week's Animal Hospital. And while we're on the question of puzzles, there's the ongoing debate as to who's who here, or what's what where. So, for all things bright and beautiful, and that's just the start, join us every Thursday, 8 o'clock on BBC One.
Meanwhile, in another corner of London, it's Mark's big day, but not everyone's in the mood to celebrate.
Tonight, BBC One plays host to another ripping tale of British pluck, a tale of daring do.
I'd rather live at full throttle than die behind a desk.
Romance.
Hello. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
And unswerving dedication.
Can you not see the excitement in Lace?
Rowan Atkinson plays Tim Birkin in Heroes and Villains, tonight at 9:35 on BBC One.
Close range shot, left side under ribs. Yeah, it's no suicide, is it?
A false accusation.
The police think it's murder and he's the prime suspect.
And a false diagnosis.
We made an assumption.
I wish I'd been on call.
I don't want any favours, Paul.
But when deception's close to home...
It was a complete accident. If we tell the police, they think we did it.
I think you and your father were very close.
The truth can be difficult to bear.
Nancy, how can I talk to you?
Dangerfield, tomorrow, 9:35, BBC One.
On BBC Two shortly, Metropolis digs deep into the past to look at the birth of London's underground system. Richard Bryars as down-to-earth Tony finds the past catching up with him in half an hour here on BBC One.